Some of Edmonton's LRT cars have been carrying passengers since the Capital Line first opened in 1978. A dedicated crew of mechanics and technicians manages to keep them running safely while saving taxpayers millions of dollars each year. Jeremy Thompson finds out how.
Another day, another repair for Edmonton's aging LRT fleet.
So we found that the brakes had a fault, and what it was an internal wire shorted out, so we just replaced the wiring.
No matter what the fix is, they've likely got the gear and experience to get it done.
Like sandblast, bushings, bearings are replaced in-house, gear sets. We do most of our electrical work. We actually have an electrical rebuild room. It's very limited that goes out of house.
ETS runs two models of light rail vehicles, 57 SD trains that started carrying passengers in 2007, and 37 U2 models. Some are nearly 50 years old.
Car 1001, which was put into service in 1978, has about 4 million kilometers on it.
The most obvious wear and tear is on the outside. An in-house body and paint shop takes care of rust and dents.
Like we just done 1003, it looks like $1 million again.
Then there's the metal tires that develop grooves over time. This machine, built by a German company that no longer exists, reshapes train tires for a smoother ride. Eventually, the tire gets replaced.
That whole outside is gone, right?
Yeah, so there was like about an inch of steel that's been worn down.
It's already gone, yeah. So you're looking at between 6 to 8 years of wear.
Last year's price was $2,000 a tire. I can't tell you what it costs right now.
Money is always top of mind. Upkeep is never ending, and the more work the city can do in its own garage, the fewer tax dollars it spends. For example, these truck sets that contain brake systems, electronics, and 4 wheels apiece would cost $350,000 each to buy new.
We're saving about $250,000 per truck set by rebuilding it internally. And when you're doing 15 per year, you're talking like $3 million, right?
The same goes for the brains of the trains. Experts are constantly rebuilding these auxiliary power units that convert electricity from overhead wires into the various voltages the LRT's internal electronics run on.
So we're saving about $950,000 US per unit that we rebuild, and we rebuilt 13 last year.
ETS claims to be running the oldest light rail fleet in North America. It means mechanics sometimes have to get creative by modifying new parts to fix old trains.
100%, we have no choice. There is no parts for U2s, unless you go to the museum.
For the people who control the city budget, the effort to stretch every dollar is appreciated.
It's like an F1 team that are focused on our own trains, our own buses, and our own equipment. We really do get the maximal value from our vehicles.
Of course, you can only do that for so long. And so, like with everything, we do need to make sure we're investing more in the renewal.
These older U2 model trains won't be in service much longer. Council has approved $240 million to replace all 37 of them. But those new trains won't arrive and be in service for another 2 years or more. Until then, the maintenance continues.
I still prefer the old trains.
While it will be nice to update the fleet, longtime mechanics like Bill Curnew say there's something special and simple about the U2s.
Even when you drive it, you hear the ratcheting of the camshaft rotating. It just sounds mechanical. It's built right. Yeah, we'll miss it for sure.
Curnew hopes to restore one of the old trains to its original colors for a historical display in time for the LRT's 50th anniversary. A mobile monument to the sweat, skill, and, you have to assume, swearing that keeps the trains on track. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.